Hello students, so today we are going to discuss about how to measure an angle. Though I already have shared two videos on that, and also I have asked you to do an exercise about the measuring of angle, but still you might have some confusion regarding about how to use the protractor to measure the angles. So first I'll just give some demonstration, then I'll go with the exercise thing. So suppose I draw an angle. I don't know the measurement of that angle. I'll just randomly draw an angle. Okay, now I need to measure this angle. Now how to measure this angle? Suppose I name this angle as AOB. Now to measure this angle, first of all you should learn about a protractor. Now this is what I would call as a protractor. The protractor has a line at the bottom. As you can see, a straight line is there, and in the straight line there is a center point here. We can see, if you can see, this is the center point. Okay, now there are some readings written here. These are the measurement of the angles. Actually these are in degrees. You might get a confusion that this side also it starts with 0 and ends up to 180. There also it starts with 0 and ends up to 180. So these are actually two scale. This is known as the lower scale, this is known as the upper scale, where here 0 starts from the right hand side and ends at 180 in the left hand side, whereas here 0 starts from the left hand side and ends at 180 in the right hand side. So actually you can use the protractor in both ways depending on which direction the angle is found. In this case, because the angle is formed in this direction, so whenever you measure this center point that you see, I'm talking about this point, this center point must be placed above this vertex, and this line that you can see, this should be exactly above this ray. So if I do so, as you can see, this center point I'm talking about, it should come exactly over the vertex O, and the line should be exactly straight with the ray. The line should not go like this. You should not see both the lines. This line of the protractor must lie exactly on this ray OB. So when I do this, it is now exactly sitting there. You can see that it is crossing some line here. Now as the mobile is too far away, you might not be able to see the reading, but I will just show you where it is. Now what thing is that where to count, because as you can see here it is 110 also and here is 70 also. So how can I count? Which side should I count? You have to see where the 0 is intersecting the line. This 0 is this side, but there is no line of the angle here. The line of the angle goes this way. So because this ray is intersecting with this 0, so we'll count from this 0, not from that 0. That means if the angle is facing in right side, if the angle is facing towards right side, that means the ray is on the right side, then we'll count from the right side 0. So when you count from here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, now it has crossed one more line, so it will be plus 1, 71. So it is not exactly 70, it has crossed one line in 70. That means the counting is done like this. Let me try to focus. Yeah, as you can see, this line is 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, and this middle line is 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and this is 80. So when I am measuring the line comes here, the next line after 70, so it will be 71 degree. Now suppose I take an angle facing towards the left side. So I am drawing another angle like this. This time the angle is facing towards the left side. Say the name of the angle is PQR. Now the procedure is same, that this center point of the line must lie over the vertex. Now when I do this, as you can see, because the angle is facing towards the left side, so this line is intersecting towards this 0. So that means you will count from this 0 now. So when the angle will face towards the left side, you have to count from the 0 from the left hand side. And when the angle face towards the right hand side, we count from this right hand side 0. So when I'll place it like this over the vertex, the midpoint over the vertex, you can see it starts from this 0. So when I go from this 0, it has crossed 80. Now it is almost near to 1, 2, 3, it is almost 84. So because I'm not measuring the angles perfectly, I'm just randomly drawing angles, so I'm getting this type of angles. So this is between 83 and 85, so I can consider it as 84. So this is 84 degree. So that is how we measure an angle. So similarly, you have to do it in the book also. There is an exercise given on it in page number 155, where you have to measure the angles given here and find out the measurement of these angles. Now as you can see, there are many measurements given here, many angles given here. You have to find out the measurement accordingly. Just you have to find out which angle they are talking about. So the first one, they say AOC. Now where is AOC? AOC. That means I have to measure this entire angle. There may be one more ray here, but we will not consider that one. When I am talking about AOC, I'll consider this ray and this ray. So when I'll put the vertex here, because this is the vertex, O is the vertex, so I'll put this center point over here. When I do so, because the AOC line is towards the left hand side, so I'll count from this 0. So when I count from this 0, the ray intersects the number 90. So that means this is 90-degree angle. So in the blank we'll write 90-degree. Now when I go to B number, FOD. Now where is FOD? This is F, this is O, and this is D. So that means this angle they are talking about. Now whenever you are measuring the angle, any one of the ray you will take as the base for putting the protector. I can put the protector in this way also, or I can put the protector in this way also, depending which ray I want to take as the base. Suppose if I in the angle FOD, this is one ray and this is one ray. So I can decide any one of them. If I take OF as the base, so I will put my protector here. If I take OD as the base, then I will put my protector here. Say suppose I am taking OD. So I am putting the protector as I have taught already you. The vertex should intersect with the middle point here. So because this ray is going towards the right hand side, so we'll count from the right hand side 0. So the right hand side 0 comes here at the point 80. So this is intersecting at the point 80. Because why 80? Don't take 100. Because if you count 100, that will be the upper scale. This 0 is the lower scale. So from the lower scale it comes to 80. So the measure of this angle is 80. Then suppose COD. COD is this one, this particular angle, COD. So suppose again I take OD as the base. So this ray CO is exactly between 30 and 40, because I am counting from this 0 again. So this is the lower scale. So 30, 40. So it is exactly in the place 35. So it will be 35 degree. So in this way you will measure all the angles accordingly, see the name of the angles, place the protector accordingly, and find out the measurement and write it in your book itself. Not to do in copy, because these have some measurements. If you want to do in copy, again you have to see what are the measurements and accordingly you have to draw it. So better you do it in your book, write the answer here only. So I hope you have understood how to measure the angles. I could not do GMIT for this because, as I said, I had to, as you can see, I had to use both my hands. So why I'm able to do right now, because I have a stand at my home which I cannot carry at school, it's too big. So I'm using it at home, because if I take it to school it's too large, it's too big in size, it will not fit in my bag. So that's why I could not carry it. So what I'm doing is that is why I'm making a video at home, so that you can understand the thing. GMIT won't be possible because I have to hold a mobile with my hand and the protector with the other hand, so that won't be possible. That is why I'm making a video at it. So I hope you will understand this. Also, I've shared 2 different videos on how to measure the angles. Go through them also, you will find similarity there. Now this question is about writing the types of angles. The types of angles I've taught you, that if the angle is 90 degree, it is right angle. If the angle is less than 90 degree, it is acute angle. If it is equal to 180 degree, then it is straight angle. Then the straight line is always a straight angle. And if it is more than 180, then it is obtuse. Now you have to write the name of the angle of this one. As I said, all the angle that is in the shape of L is a right angle. So you'll write here right angle. Next, this is less than 90, because 90 always will form L. This is before that, so that means it is less than 90. So this is acute angle. Next one, as you can see, this is a straight line drawn, and we have already discussed that if it is a straight line, then it is always a straight angle, and that means it will be a straight angle. And lastly, this is more than 180, sorry, more than 90 but less than 180. 180 will be straight, but this is less than 180, but again more than 90. 90 will be up to here, 180 will be up to here. So this is between 90 and 180. So this is obtuse angle. Again, this answer will be written in the book only, no need to write in copy, because otherwise you have to draw all the diagrams. So this was about exercise 12b, which was your today's work, yesterday's work. So you will just, if you have done good, just match your ones with me, and those who have not done, had some problem, you do not understand the video, so I'm sharing this video so that you can understand it and then utilize it while solving the questions. So I hope you have understood. Thank you.